when I was 20 years old in 1995, I had a profound spiritual awakening. It completely turned my life upside down, shattered everything, and changed my life. It sent me on a trajectory of optimal health and wellness. And at the time I felt like society was kind of failing us, failing me, failing you, failing everybody really, in terms of health and wellness and what that really meant. So I just thought I'd just go and figure it out myself. I'm 50 years old now, and I am more excited about health, and I'm fitter than I've ever been in my entire life. And I just wanted to share a few nuggets of gold with you in this video. As you listen, I want you to think about what is it that you are currently doing in your life for optimal health, because you might already be doing some really wonderful things. And also think about what is it that you might bring in to your daily life as well. So the first and probably most obvious thing for me is that I've eaten a 100% whole food plant-based diet for 30 years consistently, and I haven't missed a beat within that. It's become so embedded within my lifestyle. It's just one of those habits for life that I just couldn't imagine it any other way. And I'm kind of living proof that it works. And I haven't worried or been so concerned about where I get this from or where I get that from. Just I've made an absolute beeline for super healthy, plant-based, fresh food. I almost incidentally stumbled across the health benefits of eating a fully plant-based diet, because after my awakening I just went vegan overnight because I felt so much compassion and love for all sentient life. But then within a year I noticed that my health levels skyrocketed. I lost any excess weight that I had, and I just had so much energy and such a vibrant level of health. So I started to look into that, and then I started to meet people who'd reclaimed their health literally from the brink of death. I had one friend who'd been given a few months to live, who had a brain tumour. She reclaimed her health completely and went on to live a really healthy life. I met a whole bunch of people who'd been diagnosed with various illness and disease, really debilitating stuff, who'd reclaimed their health from solely eating a healthy plant-based diet. I even met Woody Harrelson's yoga teacher, who rocked up one day I used to have these super healthy potlucks in my house when I lived in Sussex, and he rocked up with a friend. Amazing character. He'd been told he'd never walk again, but he completely reclaimed his health, became a yoga teacher, and was one of the most flexible, healthy people that I knew. And he'd embraced a super healthy, raw vegan diet. So the key is, no matter what you're doing now, no matter what you're eating, is just to eat more plants. So if you just start with that, if you want to eat a completely plant-based diet, then awesome. But just eat more plants. Make sure that what you're taking in is as healthy as possible, organic, and we can talk more about that. All the recipes that I publish are super healthy plant-based recipes. So number one, plant-based diet. Not just a regular plant-based diet, but a healthy plant-based diet. Number two, movement is medicine. So perhaps one of the most profound markers of health is exercise and movement. And how much you need to do depends where you're currently at. So if you're fairly sedentary at the moment, then simply getting moving, going out for a walk every day, just even a small one, or doing a bit of chair yoga, that is going to help move the dial in a really positive direction for you. So the more you do, the more energy it builds within you, and then you can just expand on that gradually. I've done that over the years, and it's only really the last few years that I've taken it seriously. I've been walking fit for many years, and in the last little bit of period of time, I have become healthier and fitter than I've ever been in my life. So just a quick cap of what I do. I walk every day, about 5 miles. That's super easy for me. I often use that as a space just to clear my mind, but sometimes I listen to podcasts and do like a kind of walking meditation. It's usually a brisk 5-mile walk most days. 1 day a week, I will also do like a fairly intensive hike. It might be a mountain hike with a lot of elevation, coastal hike with lots of ups or downs or in the hills. And then for the rest of the week, probably 3 to 5 times a week, I do exercise with a personal trainer. So a small group together, that gets me out and socializing as well. Building healthy bone density and muscle mass, which is essential as we get older. I'll leave some links to studies regarding that for you. And then I dabble with other things. So if I'm really busy and I can't get all my walks in, then I'll do a bit of a run or a jog, really, just stuff to get the cardio going, strength. So this is really important for health. And at whatever stage you're at, wherever you're at, do something every day if you want to experience optimal health and build towards that. The most important thing is not to compare yourself to everybody else, but be inspired by what other people are doing. Let it inspire you, let it help you get moving, let it carry you forward, and let that momentum help you to bring that optimal fitness into your life. I'm going to talk a lot more about that in coming videos as well. Number 3, pure water. So we're made of upwards of 60% water in our bodies. That, like as humans, we're like 60% plus water. So water is super important because it makes up a lot of who we are in terms of our physical form and health. And if you look at what's in tap water, you'll often get pathogens, you'll get chlorine, you'll get fluoride in excessive amounts, you'll get hormones, you'll get all sorts of stuff. I know it's a little bit shocking when you look into it, but it's always been the case. So our body has to kind of fight to find some sort of homeostasis to clear that out of our system. So what I've done my entire adult life is I filtered my water. Now I use a Berkey filter, which is probably one of the best filters that you can get, and it is an investment in my health. And at times when I don't use that, I might harvest my own spring water from a spring, and you can get all sorts of different filters of varying degrees. So I highly recommend that you filter your water or get it from a spring if that's an option for you. Number 4, light is absolutely essential for human health. You've probably felt like when it's winter, especially in the northern hemisphere, and you can feel like a bit down, a bit blue, like your mood drops a bit. This is probably because you're not getting enough light. So it's really important that every single day you get outside and you get light, no matter how much daylight is going on out there, no matter if there's cloud or not. Just get yourself out, make sure you get natural light, and it doesn't count if you're in the car or you're behind a window, because that's not interacting with our body in the same way that if we're outside. And there's a lot of studies being done online. I'll link to some of those studies for you. I've also experimented with a seasonal affective disorder lamp. I don't really need that if I'm exercising, but that shifts the hormone levels, beneficial chemicals in our body. It balances out the serotonin so that we naturally feel better and have more energy. I found this anyway. My friend calls it a happy lamp. So number 5, I don't know if you've thought about this one, but mindfulness and healthy thoughts. I cannot overstate the importance of this, because our thoughts create our whole world, our reality, and the experience we have in the world. So when I say mindfulness, I'm talking about being aware, watching, and noticing your thoughts. Are they helpful Are they healthy? Are they actually aligned with the situation that's going on? Or are they coming from your subconscious, replaying some story from the past that's just being overlaid on the present moment? Watching your emotions as well. Are they balanced? Are they aligned with the actual situation? For me, it's a work in progress. So mindfulness is essentially just being aware of these thoughts and emotions and finding a balance and a level of peace and calm as you move through daily life. So that basically brings our stress levels right down, and it helps us make more conscious choices that are aligned with our best interests. So mindfulness is an essential tenet to healthy living. Number 6, community and relationships. This is essential for health, and sometimes it's overlooked, but studies show that those people who live really long, healthy lives all have this thing in common, and that's community and healthy relationships. So this has been something very important for me, because I tend to err towards being a little bit reclusive, and I'm a little bit of a lawn to myself, so I can just sort of drift off and float from community to community. I found that it's been incredibly beneficial for me embracing community. So I am in a choir, which is amazing, full of amazing women. I also do my exercise and fitness classes, and I do that not just for the fitness element, but I do that rather than do it on an app, so that I can engage with these people and I meet the most amazing people. And I'm also a member of a mountaineering group because I love being around mountain people. And then I make the effort to meet a friend for an oat matcha, or have a friend over for lunch, or meet up for a walk. All of these things nurture and nourish my soul, and that really does help with my health. And I can feel that in a really discernible, tangible way. So whatever you're doing, there's something out there for everyone. If it's sewing or knitting or crafts or learning a language, it's just about getting out and connecting with people. And if you have people around you, just make that effort to connect with them. And if they're not working for you, just feel that compassion and love for everyone around you, and then go find your tribe any which way you can, because that is essential for health. Number 7, spirituality and mindset. Now that is going to mean something different to all of us, and it's a little bit different to the other point that I made about mindfulness. So spirituality is more about our purpose, who we truly are, and embracing that in every moment. It's not worrying about what anyone thinks about you. It's having the courage to be completely true to yourself, to be real, to be authentic. And for me, when I had a spiritual awakening when I was 20 years old, everything to me became about, am I aligned with soul or not? Am I serving my divine purpose? So it means being curious and aware, and asking whether you're surrendered into the divine flow or connected to some higher power that is working for the greater good. Are you aligned with that? It's about seeing every opportunity as an opportunity for growth and to learn more about ourselves, so that we can shed any layers that don't serve us, that we're ready to let go of, and let go of those lessons that we've learned, those painful, challenging things that we don't need to learn that anymore. Let's move on to the next thing. It's about being the change that we wish to see in the world. It's also about feeling this immense gratitude for what we actually have, and we always have beautiful things in our lives and beautiful things around us, no matter what is going on. It's about seeing the light in all things and knowing and trusting that at the core of all things, there is light. Number 8, learning new stuff. So this is all about brain health. So for me, optimal health includes brain health, keeping our brain active. So I make a conscious effort to learn new stuff every day, and thank goodness I love learning new stuff. I can't learn enough new stuff. In fact, I've got a long list of stuff that I want to learn, and I just can't fit it all in. So every day I make an effort to learn new stuff. I'm either reading a book that inspires me, so I'm learning about stuff that I want to learn about, or I listen. I'm an avid podcast listener, and that often gives me inspiration and ideas of things that I want to look at and pursue. So every day I just set a little bit of time aside for that. That keeps my brain active, it keeps my pathways firing up, it helps me let go of things that don't serve me, it helps me learn new things, it keeps my mind open to new possibilities. And I feel that's an essential tenet to health and longevity. And number 9, sleep. Sleep is a bit overlooked, but sleep is absolutely crucial for optimal health. So we want to be looking at our sleeping patterns, how we sleep. Do we go to sleep in a restful state? Do we switch our phones off? I always switch my phone off. I try and unwind by doing something wholesome, like I might read, I might just calm myself down. I might even do a bit of meditation or just relaxation just before I go to bed. I go to bed early because I wake up early as well. And I'm looking at just going into that restful state at night so that all my thoughts can unwind and untangle, so that I can create space for waking up the next day and having energy to do whatever it is I need to do. I'll leave some links to sleep studies and the importance of sleep. This is a time when our body rejuvenates itself. We release any toxins that we might have taken in from the air or something that we've just ingested that we shouldn't have. It's the time when our cells repair themselves as well. So we need that time. We need that time to rest our brain as well. Sleep is absolutely crucial and important for optimal health. So the important thing here, through all of these 9 things, and there are more, but these are 9 things that I personally do every day and I do consistently, and it helps bring me optimal health. The important thing is that we just show up. So it doesn't matter how many of these things you're doing, look at which ones you're doing and celebrate the fact that you're doing them. Look at which other ones you can bring in, which other ones you feel like you can bring in now, or you might bring it at some other point. If there's just one extra thing that you can bring into your daily life, that is going to elevate your health levels another notch or two. It's about consistency and application. It's not about perfection. It's not about getting it right 100% of the time. It's about showing up. It's about doing it. It's about making that commitment. And I know that if you're watching this video, that's what you want. You're probably already doing some of it. So let me know in the comments what you're already doing. Let me know in the comments what you want to do. Ask me any questions if you want me to go into any detail about any of these points. I am going to make more videos. I hope that you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it, and let me know how you get on, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.